Hey guys, so I got some. It seems every time I try to film this video, somebody's doing something across the street. Or my mom's leaving the house, or something's going on. The garage is opening and closing and opening and closing and opening and closing across the street. Or somebody's doing something. Am I losing my mind? Probably. Let me get this base because I kind of wanted to have all these people on bases. Put the Jedi back. So this video is all my customs, and they have to be limited to clones. You can't have any Jedi in this video. There is no Jedi in this video. They're all clone troopers. So there is everybody on the base right now is from the 1st Scout Battalion. Oh shoot, the table's about to flip again. So from the 1st Scout Battalion, the first one I gotta show you is of course their commanding officer, which is this guy. He is the commander of the 1st Scout. So I glued on some pouches last night because they look pretty cool on him. So that's like extra ammo, food rations, med kits. He's got everybody in the thing, or most of the people, adopted the same colors as him. Kind of the darker green. And he's got the Mandalorian pistol because he is the true Mandalorian, you know. So, the next action figure kind of custom from this 41st, not 41st Elite, I keep on thinking 41st Elite because of the green, from the 1st Scout Battalion. And this guy's no longer a commander. He has been promoted to colonel. Jeez. He's been promoted to colonel. So, Colonel Bob, which is last name Ross. Colonel Bob in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th battalions, all up in the 1st, or the Scouting Corps. And the Scouting Corps is the Corps of Scouting. And why is it Scouting? Because I'm a Boy Scout and I like Scouts. There's only a few that are not with Scouting. They're the Scouting Corps. Oh shoot, forgot this pilot. I just painted up this pilot. I'm gonna weather him later. I'll show you first, the weather later. So the pilot is the pilot for the 1st. He has adopted the green and the kind of ash, so he's obviously crashed maybe once if they gunned him down or something. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just he just fights with his friends a lot. I don't know. I haven't come that far with the lore. I just adopted that character. He's Sergeant Flapjack from one of the people that commented on my video. Thank you. I will subscribe back to some people that comment on my videos. So, this next character is the Sergeant Torch. My dad asked for me to name the pilot Torch. And, I said, no, I already have well, I never said that. This is where he's going to figure it out. No, I already have a character named Torch. It's the Sergeant. It's an old Echo that I customed, and I didn't like him. And I figured out a way to tighten up joints. His 2 leg joints right here used to be very loose. So what you gotta do is just weather them and like squeeze them together and kind of move them, and then they'll become tighter. Doesn't apply with all of them. He's got the Echo head with all that stuff. I should have kept the visor on, and I could have painted it up for the torch. I cut the visor off because it left all this pink stuff on it. I was like, hey, I don't like that pink stuff on his face. I'm not a girl. Back then I thought pink was a girl color, and then I started really liking pink, so yeah. Here's the lieutenant. Well, no, not the lieutenant, he's the commander. Yeah, he's the commander. The lieutenant is Flapjack, Lieutenant Flapjack. I know I said he was a sergeant, but no, he's a lieutenant. So here's the commander. He's just basically the commander. I customized how I'm keeping him as a custom is I put a little bit of weathering on him, like on his camo, everywhere, kind of, just a little bit. He's not a shiny, he's just a little bit of weathering. Just a little bit of weathering. Here's Draw, because his story kind of ended at Geonosis. You never really saw him again until now. So my lore is he quit, or he didn't quit, he got reassigned to the Scout Battalion, and they already had the paint job, so he didn't have to change it. And by the way, those two, the people with the, Phase 2 armor have experimental Phase 2, because they, were experimenting, and they found something that they like, and now they're mass producing it. But these guys were just the experiments, so they don't have to change their armor anymore. So here is the 4th Battalion that the commander Bob had before he was promoted to colonel, and he got all of the battalions for Scout. And here his is a regular trooper, but he is not the regular trooper. He is a captain. He goes by Captain Blade. Yep, that's Captain Blade, if you haven't noticed. Captain Blade. Thinking about taking Rex's shoulder pauldron off and putting it on Blade. Show that he's the captain of the battalion. Kind of like that. Kind of maybe giving it like a red to it, maybe. Or just keeping it blue, because they're colors. He can be in charge of, or he can kind of be in charge of his own squad, which has blue on him, and he's just already with the red. So yeah, that could be a possibility. I might keep that, because I'm getting a new Rex. Once I earn some money. I think my dog's sniffing the air. Back to the video. This guy is kind of an older custom that I call a custom, which is kind of more of a mess. Yeah, you don't need explanation for that. You know, this is the only by the way, this is the only trooper I haven't customized from my younger childhood because I liked him so much. I would say the Rex too, but the Rex, I cut off his antenna as like the second day I had him because he kept on hitting the top of the LAAT. And I didn't like that. I was like, hey, I'll cut this off. And that was a mistake. And then I cut off his 2 holsters for customs. I don't even know where those holsters went. I think they failed in the custom too. So I was like, oh no. They failed. So here is the 501st Sergeant Kano from Torrent Squad. And Sergeant Boomer, my favorite from the video game from Torrent Squad. He's the pouch, which is not really the pouch, but I just put a G.I. Joe pouch from my stepbrother's old collection. We don't talk about my stepbrother here. So that's the last you'll hear about him. And I guess you could call this a custom. Well, this is a custom. I just painted the red stripe and made him Commander Hawk. One of Darth Vader's good friends before he realized what a monster Darth Vader really was. And I presume you can call this a custom, maybe? Like, all I did was just glue on the backpack because it kept on falling off. So that's Coderman. And only people that watch J4 would know who Coderman is, if you even know who Coderman is. He's kind of J4's second channel. Just look up Coderman and you'll find some memes about Transformers and clones and stuff. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and peace.